Hello, welcome to the channel. We're getting into today's reading, which is your energy is becoming too precious to waste. That is the theme. That is the theme of this video. So if you are coming across it, it means, and especially if you're drawn to it, one, know your intuition brought you here. That's interesting that that's coming through. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And let's just begin. I do feel like my collective here, something I feel like it needs to be said is this collective feels like a collective that you're here for the hard stuff. Okay. You're here to get those, what is stopping you. Like there's an understanding that you know that there's a root cause for something, even if you aren't consciously aware of it. Your soul does know that there is a root problem for the discomfort or dis-ease that you are feeling. And that is why I feel like you're specifically brought here, because I kind of hone in on those patterns that need to be cleared, or just kind of understanding like the cause and effect as to what's happening, right? So let's just, without any further ado, let's get into the cards. All right. Clinging to the past. We have 5 of Cups. This is the focus. This makes perfect sense for this reading. The 5 of Cups is about, so it's telling me that you're stuck thinking about or feeling, right? It's a feeling. So, but it would tell me where your thoughts are, right? Typically your emotions are feeling like this. I don't even know how you can. This card just feels weird, right? The 5 of Cups is normally like a kind of a depressing card. This one, it reminds me more of like a confusion. And it seems like it's an emotional confusion. But let's get to the focus of this. So your energy is too precious to waste, and you're focusing too much into what you've lost. And the reason this is coming through in this way, and I know that this is coming off very like authoritative, but it's because of your energy is just too precious to waste, and you cannot keep looking back at the past and ruminating in it, because it's creating the loss and the grief that you feel. And it literally is taking energy out of your body. It doesn't give you more life force energy. It's taking away from it. And so the typical 5 of Cups, you normally see a person standing with, looking so sad at these 3 cups that have fallen over, and the person isn't noticing that there's 2 cups typically on the other side that they haven't seen. So it's telling me, again, your focus is in the wrong place. And where your consciousness, right, your thoughts, that where your focus is your energy. You're using your precious energy to go back into the past in order to recreate this grief feeling. And it's just not working out for you, man. All right, let's see what's led to this conditioning. Interesting. This deck is different, so I'm trying to remember. What would this be? 15. Oh, this would be the Devil. Oh, yeah, because you're clinging. See how it's like you're clinging on to something. You're this lion, but see how this lamb is like bound to him, literally bound to him, tied to the lion, as though the lion is trying to pass off that they're this lamb. You're not this lamb. You're this lion. You know, we have all of the archetypes within us. My point being is you're both, but for this specific reading, you're trying to cover yourself up with something that is not it doesn't want to be stuck to you anymore. It needs to leave you. And with the focus being the Five of Cups, it's telling me you're focusing too much on the loss. You're bound to that loss. Let's see where that's going. We have the Lovers. So it's so funny because it's almost like you have two opposites here. And this is what you have to choose from, right? This is the cup, the cups that are spilt over. This is the new opportunity, the commitment to something that is so aligned with your heart. Your energy is too precious to waste. Follow your heart. All right, what's wanting to come in for you with this Five of Cups? Yeah, there's a big shift wanting to happen in an established, like, we have the Ten of Pentacles. We are the world. Okay, it's like there's support, and I would say physical support because we're talking about Pentacles energy. There's people that want to come in and help you. So maybe it's a loss of a relationship. And this is telling me you're going to build with somebody more stable, or it will be a more aligned and stable type of a relationship, right? Because you're putting kind of these two energies together. So just, it gives a feeling that something very positive really wants to come in for you. But your energy is clinging too much to the past in order to see maybe even an opportunity. Because, yeah, this is what you're sitting on. You're sitting on you're sitting on the Three of Cups, which is a celebration. It's moving, it's like progress, right? It's like moving things forward. And it is also like a community. So again, we have, you know, that Five of Cups in the middle with these two cups above it and below it, which are really, really amazing. Because again, we have established finances or resources basically coming in to help you with the loss that you experience. And it seems like, well, that resource that's coming in is likely friendships or a new type of a relationship. So if it is, you know, again, maybe you've lost friends, maybe you've lost a partner, but you're not focusing on the fact that that loss was because it was not aligned. And what's wanting to come in is something that is more aligned, that is more heart-centered. So we have the Master that's influencing this conditioning, okay? And the Master is just that, right? They're the master of the subconscious. It almost gives me the feel of like the High Priestess. I find this very, very unique in this deck because this this specific card is like, there's no more to learn. And I think that's where your head is stuck. Like you're trying to figure out what you could have done differently to fix, you know, whatever that was. But you couldn't have done anything different. You were meant to lose those people because there's something more connected, or person, because there's something more connected for you in the future. All right, let's see the water element. We have slowing down. I believe, yeah, this is the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, it seems like just so obvious, like this, you trying to be with, fix, or resonate with somebody else is really slowing you down. With this, it is a talk about like a slowing down of resources, and this is in the water sign. So it's like, I feel like you wanting, again, you wasting this precious energy is slowing down the resources that are wanting to come to you. It's just this feeling that there's really nothing to do with the past. It seems very clear that this is like moving forward. Let's see what's going on in the fire element that's affecting this new commitment. Intensity. We have the Knight of Wands. Look at that movement. Isn't that awesome too? This is so interesting because we have the actions. Like this is kind of the representation to me of a fire element, because the knight is literally moving it, right? So anyway, that being said, it would tell me that your actions, you're wanting to move ahead. But it's interesting, when I put this card down and I align it, it's like it's not going the right direction. Like the arrow isn't what do I want to say? It's like your actions are going backwards. And it is affecting the new commitment that's wanting to come in. And it's like, instead of your actions going back to what was, your actions need to really be oriented to this new commitment that is more tenderhearted. And really allowing, feel the grief of the loss that you are wanting to hold on to, but then let it go. You have to learn to let it go. All right. I guess we'll have to go this way. These two cards fell, and we only have one more spot left. So how am I supposed to know what card goes there? I'm just going to go with that top card. So we have the sun coming out, and this is sitting right under. So there's something that wants to be revealed. And this is also the earth energy. So, well, again with that, there's something that's being illuminated in the environment, I would say, like in your physical environment. I'm noticing this grasshoppers, what it's reminding me of. And it's like you're wanting to take a leap. And I do feel you will. Like if this is like the end, something is going to be revealed. And I do feel like with the grasshopper, you're going to be able to leap from this feeling of loss and grief to this new beginning. But it is going to require that it's really about your focus. What you focus on is going to continue to ruminate. So what I would say is focus on moving forward. And also coming to terms. Like you can't move forward if you don't, it's like you can't start a fresh new beginning if you don't end something. So I am feeling like you have to end the energetic attachment. So whatever you've been doing, whatever you've been doing with your thoughts, what you've been believing, and the actions you've been taking as it relates to this loss or old energy, that needs to stop. And the focus needs to be on looking for what comes next. So, if I lost this because there's greater opportunities for me, what could that possibly be? This is going to be something that really opens you up to what's coming next for you. And it also will allow solutions to come in, right? Like, again, the sun. A lot of revelations can come in when you get very clear on these things. And remember, you are sitting on this celebration. So it might be slowly coming, but it will come as long as this is where your focus is. All right, my friends, until the next time.